Hello, welcome to the Tryline Podcast. I'm your host, Bo. This is my co-host, Denny.
I'm the people's host, actually.
Sorry, mate. The people's host, Denny. This is our Q&A show. Before we get into it, I want to say, if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, just leave a review. It does a lot for us. And if you're watching on YouTube, just comment, like, tell us what you think. Other than that, let's get straight into the Q&A.
The questions, radio. So we got a couple questions from Mohul. Don't know if I got that wrong. Message us if we did, or if I did, sorry. What do you think about the strictness applying to Origin?
I think they'll abandon it. I don't reckon they always ref Origin completely different.
Yeah.
They won't risk ruining an Origin game for that. It's their moneymaker. That's their cash cow. Do you think?
I don't think that they will not. Yeah, they won't risk it for
I'll
Origin.
be shocked if we see a sin bin in Origin.
Yeah. If there's a fight, there'll be a sin bin. But yeah. I don't think there'll be a sin bin for what's been going on with the last
not a high shot. Maybe a professional foul as well. If there's a professional foul, yeah. I think for a high shot, especially in Origin, I don't think they'll do it. I don't think they'll risk the backlash on their biggest stage.
Yeah, no, me neither. Pardon me. And what do you think about 2022 for the Broncos?
I mean, Reynolds is coming. That helps. That helps a lot. They're looking at Nico Hines, which I think is another great option for them. Other than that, not a lot's going to change. They've changed their halves again this week. It's just more of the same for mine. What do you think?
Yeah, I can't see too much of a change. I mean, Adam Reynolds is a huge in. And I do like Nico Hines.
Well, I would have loved to see Adam Reynolds, Milf, and Nico Hines. I think Milford and Adam Reynolds could have been a good combination. I think Adam Reynolds is going to get you around the park. He's going to take all that responsibility.
Yeah.
Milford just has to play.
Yeah.
I think that could have been a good, but they've indicated that he's not getting re-signed there. So
fair. He hasn't performed.
You know what's funny though? They're coming up against the Roosters this week, right?
Yeah.
They've just changed their fifth halves combination, and they've still got no idea what they're doing there. And they're playing against the Roosters, who have Sam Walker, who should be at the Broncos.
He should be.
So that just shows you where that club's at.
Yeah. Anyway, on to a couple of questions from Andrew Backhouse. Do you and Danny have a favourite movie, and what is it?
Yeah, no, I have heaps of favourite movies, but probably The Wedding Crashers. I love that.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, that's a top movie. The Other Guys, I really like that movie.
Semi-Pro
is awesome too.
Movie.
Yeah, I'm really into comedies. Other than comedies, I don't really know. Inception, I really liked Inception.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Yeah, not off the top of my head, I can't really think of a movie, but I like Will Ferrell.
Yeah, Will Ferrell.
Anything to do with Will Ferrell.
And I don't mind the Marvel and DC stuff. Like, I enjoyed the Snyder cut of Justice League and stuff.
That was a good movie.
I'm a big Batman fan, so yeah, that's about it. Mostly comedies, I reckon.
Yeah, me too. Do you think Jakob Arthur will be in the interchange when Brownie's back? Or do you think he still needs to grow?
I think there's a lot of hype around what he did on the weekend. I thought he was alright. I didn't think he set the world alight. I thought Mitchell Moses was the star of that game.
Yeah.
And it's definitely the star of that halves combination. I've got Dylan Brown walking back into the team, and I still think Jakob Arthur needs to earn his spot there somewhere. I don't think he goes on the bench either.
Yeah, no, me neither. Moses and Boy going to the Dragons, a good move?
Yeah, I guess. It looks like the Dragons are where careers go to die at the moment.
Yeah. Well, they've just signed Gerard Beale.
Yeah. I tell you what.
What?
The missus was blowing up over that.
Well, I saw it on, I think it was Facebook. They said former NRL star. He's far from star.
Well, he was international, but he might be okay. I don't know. I think Moses and Byers still got something to give. I don't mind him. I kind of wanted him to go to the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys probably could have used the centre. So
Gerard Beale?
No, Moses and Byers.
Oh, Moses and Byers.
No.
Okay.
I still think Moses and Byers got something to give.
Yeah, no, Moses and Byers are alright. But going back to that Gerard Beale thing, you said he's international. You know who else was international?
Who?
Kane Evans.
That's true.
And he's rubbish.
No, I don't know. The Dragons just... Well, I said on the Monday show, they're gone.
Yeah.
There's no way they make that.
Yeah.
No.
No way. Anyway, Marley Powell 6. Why'd you stop playing footy?
Do you want to tell your story?
All right, I'll tell my story.
Yep.
So what was it? 2013, I think it was. Playing semis, final footy. I'm playing. What am I playing? I'm playing fullback.
Yep.
I catch the ball. I'm running back, and I get crushed, tackled, and I break my neck, and then I can't play footy anymore.
Yep. Broke his neck. We went to the local hospital. I was in the ambulance with him actually. We went to the local hospital. He was there for about 5 minutes, and then he was back in another ambulance straight to Royal North Shore, which he was there for a few weeks. So yeah, he broke his neck.
No, I was there for 1 week.
Where?
Yeah.
Okay, it felt like a long time.
Yeah, I was in Royal North Shore for 1 week, and then in a neck brace for 10.
Yeah,
10
and I
weeks.
remember as soon as he got out of the hospital, come to my house and we got on the beers.
Yeah, and then I got in trouble from my mum.
No, but yeah, that's why he stopped. I stopped the same year. I stopped after that year as well.
Yeah.
And mine was just work related. I was in a position where I had to pay rent. Me and my now wife had to move out, so we had to pay rent. And if you're paying rent, you got to work every Sunday, and that's when we would have had to play. So
Yeah.
that's why I stopped.
Alrighty. Tej. Who would the People's host support if it's Para versus Penrith grand final? Para. Without a doubt. I'm not a Penrith fan. I just have a Penrith jumper. Okay.
Well, that's not. The people want to know, and I think we deserve an apology for. Now, it's a noted rivalry, Para and Penrith, and you come on here as a Para faithful, and that's your own words, and wore a Penrith Panthers jumper. Can we get an apology out of you, please?
No, I'm not going to apologise.
You're not going to apologise.
No, it was a cool day. It was a cooler day. I didn't have any other jumpers.
Yep.
I needed to keep warm. That's the only reason I'll wear that jumper.
I want to hear some Para fans' thoughts on that because I think it's disgraceful. Away from that, Para Penrith grand final, would that not go off?
That would go off. That would be a good one. Para would probably win that one.
They would absolutely pack out that stadium, I reckon, and it would be loud.
You reckon what would ANZ?
ANZ, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be really good. I'd enjoy it.
Me too. But yeah, Para would win that one. I'd go for Para. Anyway, Aiden Binskin. Should the Bronx keep Milf on a 2-year deal for about 400 to 500k, or let him go?
If they can get him for about half of what he's on now, yeah, I would keep him. You can't re-sign him for anywhere near what he's at.
Was he on about $1 million?
Yeah, 900, I think.
Yeah, no. I'm not even going to sign him for 400 to 500.
So there's obviously a team that could use him. Like where does he go? He's got to go somewhere where there's a dominant half, I think. It's tough.
I don't know. I don't think the Broncos should resign him. Use that money elsewhere.
What about Manly?
Manly, it'd be all right. Manly.
Manly with Daly Cherry Evans and Kieran Foran's probably on his way out.
Yeah.
Maybe Manly, but then they got Josh Schuster.
He's way too big to play 6. Have you seen the size of him?
Yeah, but he is a 6.
I know he's a 6, but no way.
He's killing in the back row, man.
Yeah,
he's killing it.
No, keep him in the back row. He's
a big boy.
He's huge.
All right, yeah. I think Milford's still got something to give too. If for half the money, I'll keep him.
No, because
doesn't look like they're keen on it at all.
He's going to do the exact same thing.
All right.
You're paying 400 to 500k for what?
Well, what's
Queensland
he expected
Cup
to
player.
do? He's hardly got a chance this year. He plays 2 weeks, they sack him. He comes back 2 weeks later.
I mean, he played the first month.
No, he played first 3 weeks, and then they brought in Dearden for the 4th game.
Okay, so he played 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Then 2 weeks later, he got brought back and was meant to be the saviour. Then he played another 3 weeks. He got sacked again.
That's plenty of game time, my opinion.
You're kidding yourself. Yeah, play on.
I'm not going
Play
to be
on.
signing for 400 to 500k. No way. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to be playing Queensland Cup. Anyway, another one from Aiden Binskin. Where do you see Nico Hines going in 2022?
I reckon the Bronx.
Yeah, I'd love to see him go to the Broncos.
I think they'll offer him probably the most out of anyone.
Yeah, go to the Broncos.
He won't stay at the Storm.
Well, there's no way they could keep him there.
He's gonna want to start. I don't know where you start at the Storm unless he moves into the centres or something. But
He's not a centre.
well, you don't know that.
I do.
I would have said at the start of the year, Burton's not a centre. He's one of the most electric centres in the game at the moment.
No, he's still a 5'8". Anyway.
You're in fine form today.
Anyway, Jaden Griffio. What players, might be out for Origin?
It looks like Pappenhausen there's a question mark on him. Papalihi's out.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay Collins is out.
Keary probably would have gotten a spot. Could have gotten a spot there.
Could've-
He would have
could've.
been in the conversation though.
Yeah. Pappy's a big one.
Yeah.
Probably probably invites Gutherson into the side though.
Who is a better player? So
Seriously. Who else? Is anyone else out? Maguire's going to miss the team.
who? Josh.
Yeah.
Would he have made it?
With Papalihi out, maybe.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
We spoke about this in private, but I've got Tino going in the front row, Jair into lock for the side.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we said that. Oh, maybe even Jair stays on the bench.
Who starts lock?
I got no idea. I'm just saying, it's like Jair. He's been
Killing it
awesome
off the
coming
bench.
off the bench. That's like, what is it, like a masterstroke from Wayne
Well,
Bennett?
I think the bench is going to win and lose the game. I think New South Wales bench is going to be crazy, and I don't know if we've got enough on our bench at the moment because with our forward stocks, you're going to have to play Fodawaker. Fodawaker's going to have to be on the bench, and he's been down on form. So,
I don't rate Fodawaker.
yeah, so we're in a bit of trouble there, but I think Jair has to start. We got no other real options there. Off the top of my head. Because it's going to be Felice Kafusi and Jaden Sewer in the back rows.
We missed another one who's going to miss Origin. Pat Carrigan.
Pat Carrigan, yeah.
He's out with an ACL.
Yeah, he's a quality player. So, by the way, Josh Morris confirmed today that Brett Morris done his MCL and ACL in the same injury.
Oof.
How crazy is that?
That's no good.
Yeah.
Rightio. Anyway. Sammy H16. South's a Smoky versus Penrith.
I don't like it.
Nah, me neither.
I think Latrell helps, but I still think Penrith are just too clinical.
Yeah, me too. Dylan's main thoughts on the 14 sin bins.
I thought there was an overreaction. I think if they just come out and police the rules, the head eye's already illegal. If they'd have just come out and police the rules, those three that got sent off, really, if they did send them off anyway, without coming out and saying we're going to crack down on it, we wouldn't still be talking about it now. And then there's the sin bins. Maybe half of the head eyes deserve to go. Maybe not even that. So, and then the other sin bins, the professional fouls. I was happy with it. I'm sick of people laying in the ruck, slowing down the play ball. So,
yeah, that's pretty crazy. Like they were cracking down on the rules, and then there was actually quite a few, like bad
ones.
Yeah, bad ones there.
But that highlighted the whole thing. If you just police the rules, it's already illegal.
Yeah.
So I think it was silly, and then they went completely overboard on the first two nights. Like half of them. 14 sin bins. Well, we had 8 in the first 2 games.
Yeah, first night.
Yeah, so
First 2 games,
it's
first
rubbish.
night. So yeah, didn't like the 14 sin bins, although some of them were warranted.
Well, the send-offs. If they just come out and send those people off without saying they were going to do this whole thing, no one would be talking about it still.
Yeah, it's fair. Anyway, Caden 1, thoughts on Titan season so far?
Totally inconsistent. And them, the Tigers, and the Warriors. They're all inconsistent middle-of-the-road sides for mine. Yeah. I think the Warriors probably have the most upside out of any of those teams. But Reece Walsh still isn't starting this week. I
don't know. He has to come into the starting side.
I think Titans, if Fafita's in the side, they can beat some sides. But geez, their defense is terrible.
Yeah, I was going to say that defensively they're poor, but in attack they can find points.
You want to know? I had a look yesterday. There's only 5 teams in the comp that are averaging less than 20 points a game against them.
Against them?
Yeah.
Who?
Well, it's the top 5. It's the top 5. It's the Roosters, Para, Penrith, the Storm, and the Rabbitohs. And the Rabbitohs are only just. The Rabbitohs are only 4 points from averaging 20 points against them a game.
Well, they got put 50. They got put 50 put on them.
But that leaves 11 other sides in the comp averaging 20 points against them a game. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep. Anyway, we got a question from. I'm not gonna. It's a hard one.
Just give it a go.
Anyway, did you used to play footy as a kid? If so, what team?
It's got to be Tom something Ryan, I'd say. Thomas Ryan. Yep. That's what I'm going to say.
All right, Thomas Ryan.
Yep.
We did play footy as kids, and we played for Rimba Magpies.
Well, no one knew that before just then. I've been holding on to that.
Oh, really?
Been holding on that for a long time.
Well, you could have told me before the show.
Well, no, you ruined it.
All right, Arima Magpies. What do you please play? You played fullback,
5'8".
5'8". You played a bit of hooker.
Yeah, mostly 5'8".
Played halfback too, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't like halfback as much as 5'8".
I didn't like playing in the halves. Not at all.
I love playing 5'8". I just thought I didn't really like halfback. I like the freedom of 5'8", but that's totally changed now. Both pretty much play halfback. You just play either side of the ball.
Yeah.
I think Nathan Cleary plays wherever the hell he wants to play.
Well, yep. He can do that.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, he's the man. Alrighty, Hado for Brad Schneider.
Don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
Nope.
Let us know who that is.
Yeah.
Anyway, Braden Bowie. In all seriousness, do you think Toto has a shot at a wing spot for Origin? Your honest opinion.
Yeah, he does.
I think he does. Yeah, I don't
Definitely
think
does.
he'll get it.
Yeah, but he's definitely in the conversation.
Yeah,
They've definitely spoken about him.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just his height for mine, especially because he's going to have to match up against Xavier Coates. So that's an issue. I think in attack he'll be fine. I think he's getting out of their own end. I think he'll be all right. It's only to contest the ball with Xavier Coates that is a real worry.
Yeah, it's a big worry.
Anyway,
we got a couple of questions from Iconi69. Iconi. Who is the number one premiership contenders? And I want a straight up answer.
Penrith. Para. Storm.
Yeah.
They're the number one contenders. And I think if you want a straight up answer, it's Penrith.
100%. You
happy with those three?
Yeah, I'm happy with those three. Maybe Para number one. Maybe. Alrighty, how can the Tigers, the Broncos, and the Sharks make a rebuild around their captains?
I think the Tigers have the captain to do it.
Who's the Tigers captain?
James Tarmo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The Sharks.
Wade Graham.
Yeah, I really like Wade Graham, but they're in some strife, the Sharks. I can't believe they missed out on Adam Reynolds' signature.
They got Cam McInnes coming next year.
Yeah, that's a good pickup.
I really like him, but you got to play him at hooker.
I think the Broncos have enough to. They're not too far from being successful. I think Adam Reynolds will be massive for them. There's words coming around that he might be the captain, which I don't mind that too. He'd be a good leader for them.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think so too.
Yeah, I guess they can. I really like Wade Graham. I like him a lot, but the Sharks are in dire straits.
What do the Sharks need, do you think?
I think they need to go younger. I mean, especially in the centres. Scrap both those centres. I think you can keep Sean Johnson at the club and bring someone else in.
Oof.
I think Sean Johnson, last year when he was fit, he played some pretty good footy. He led the try assist for a long time last year.
Well, then would you keep Moylan at 6? So you just have Moylan and Johnson?
I don't know if you can rely on Moylan enough for a whole year.
Yeah.
Or both of them. They're both injury prone.
Yeah. So what? Bring in a 6.
Bring in a 6. Play Johnson at 7.
And you rate Will Kennedy.
Yeah.
And then you Cam McInnes at 9. That's a good spine.
Yeah. There you go. I think Will Kennedy is a massive upside for that side.
Yeah. So would you put Blake Brayley on the bench and then bring him on to 9 and move McInnes into 13?
You could just play McInnes at 13.
Wait,
who they got? They got Toby Rudolph, but there's word that he's going elsewhere.
To the Doggies, I reckon.
I'd play him at 13 if it come to it, but I think Brayley's very creative too, where there's probably a knock on McInnes that he wasn't so creative. He's tough, but not very creative. They probably need points. So I'd maybe play McInnes at 13, play Brayley at 9.
Agree to disagree there.
Okay.
And who is the best players from each club, from each of the following clubs, Rabbits, Eels, Storm, Penrith?
Well, let's go 1 for 1. Rabbits.
Latrell. Eels.
Gutho.
King Gutho, yeah.
Marnie's close.
Storm.
That's
a tough one.
That's really hard.
I got Munster. Penrith.
Nathan Cleary.
Oh, really? You reckon?
Yeah, I do reckon.
Brent Naden.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, Nathan Cleary. And I've got one more question, actually, because I had to...
Manoeuvre.
Yeah, manoeuvre. Moving Sharma. Broncos to make grand final this year.
This year?
Yeah.
Who we got? There's about 15 other teams I'd choose out of them. No, really. No, they're not making the grand final. There's no way. All right, Deacon Kelly. Jakob Arthur will remain on the bench reserves when Dylan Brown comes back.
No.
He'll be in the reserves.
Yeah, in the reserves. He's
Yeah.
not going to be on the bench.
No. Also from Deacon, who will be the New South Wales spine? Let's have yours.
Tedesco, Luai, Cleary, Damon Cook.
That's the same as mine. Another question for Deacon. Cowboys beat the Knights this week?
Yep.
Yes, they do. Ponga back?
No.
No. That's not good for them. What is going on at the Knights? Jesus.
I don't know, mate.
They haven't won back-to-back since rounds 1 and 2, I think.
When they looked good.
Yeah.
And then I think everything's just fallen apart from him. No
Falling
PUC.
apart.
No
Injuries.
Blake Green.
No depth.
Yeah, no Ponga.
I said in my season preview of them on TikTok, I worry about their depth, and I got smashed saying they got heaps of depth. Where is it?
Yep.
Para to beat Manly. This will be a great game.
I think I'm going to tip Manly.
Yeah, I'm tipping Manly too.
Yeah, I think it would be a close one. I think by maybe an 8.
Would you say it's a danger game?
It's a danger game.
Every game's been a danger game for
Yeah,
Para.
they're all danger games.
Clint Gutherson better than Turbo? I think he is.
Yep, me too.
No, he's not.
He's far better.
Yeah.
More versatile.
I think.
Less injury prone.
Geez, that conversation between him and Teddy's getting closer and closer every week.
Yeah, I mean Gutho, he's slowly but he's surely catching him.
All right. Lockie. Do you think the Blues were robbed last year? Honestly, no. A lot of people talk about the Addo-Carr thing.
What? Oh, that he got taken out.
Yeah.
That was. Oh, you know that.
But
That
we've
try
spoken
would-
about this a lot of times. It couldn't have ever been given a penalty try. He was like 30 metres out, but
10 meters out.
he would have got there.
He would have got there.
But it was too far out. Too many people around the ball.
He got 7 for 10, didn't he?
Yeah, you got 7-10.
I mean, you got we shouldn't have lost game 1.
Yes,
In the
but
first
then
place.
that's not getting robbed.
No,
You shouldn't have lost game 1.
you can't just put the whole series down to that one moment.
Yeah, 100%. You had the far better side.
Yeah.
Does Sticky go at the end of the season?
No.
Interesting one. Not for me.
I think they'll just.
I think Tarpany will go.
Tarpany. Get rid of the players.
Is it Tapine?
No, it's Tarpany.
It's Tarpany.
Tapine is the Bulldogs
some
player.
of the commentators say Tapine.
Do they?
Yeah.
There's a Bulldogs player.
Yeah, I know. No,
Jackson
I know.
Tapine.
Some of them call him Tapine.
It's not Tapine. It's TA.
Yeah.
It'd be Tapine.
Yeah, maybe Tapine. I don't know. We need to find out. I hate saying people's names wrong. But yeah, I think he'll go. I think he'll go rather than Ricky.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, well, I don't think they'll get rid of Ricky. Aiden, do you think Para have a chance to win a GF? Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Next few years,
I
they can
think
keep their spine together. Keep those key players.
I love the look of their side. I love it. I think they're a red hot chance this year. Out of all the indigenous jerseys that have been released, which one is the best jersey? I think the Sharks jersey so far that I've seen.
I haven't seen any of this for this year.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any this year.
I think it's coming up. It might be this round. I'm not sure, but
I don't think it's not this round.
No, but there's heaps of them out there. We'll have to have a look at them. We'll have a look at them and say on our tip show which one's our favourite. James, I've had a look at the Sharks one. I really like it. xCloud, can Tommy Turbo overtake Cleary in the Daily M race before round 15? So both will play Origin.
I think he can. I think he will.
Only because he's in a team where if they win, he's going to poll very highly. Where Nathan Cleary is in a side where there's a few people that can poll.
Yeah.
Which hurts him.
Like James Fisher-Harris has really hurt him. James Fisher-Harris is up there.
Yeah, you got James Fisher-Harris, you got Luai, you've got Api Coruscant, you got Dylan Edwards, Brian Toho can all realistic poll every week. Yeah. So it's harder for Nathan Cleary to get points where Tommy Turbo is just the absolute leader, king of that side at the moment. So if they win, he polls.
Yeah.
100%.
And probably gets 3 points.
Yeah. So yeah, he can.
I think he will.
All right, I'm going to go 1 out of 10. It doesn't say 1 out of 10, but rate Magic Round out of 10.
5.
Average winning margin 19.5. They didn't put any, I know you can't really judge where teams are going to be at the start of the year, but you can kind of tell what's going to be a big game before the start of the year. They had no blockbuster games, did they? You think about it.
No.
You think about it. You had Panthers Titans. You had the Storm Dragons.
Para Warriors.
Well, that's probably the most That's probably the most, okay, this game could be good.
But that was what, like, second versus,
Exactly.
what, 10th or something?
You got to have a blockbuster game. Now, I know the argument's going to be, well, that's the games that are going to pull at your own home stadium. Well, it's meant to be a game for the fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, no, I'll give it a 6 just because, I don't know. That's 5, 6. Tahu. I love that name.
Tahu.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the Roosters going and winning the premiership this year?
I think if they were fully healthy, like if they had Lindsay Collins, Brett Morris, Jake Friend, Luke Keary, Boyd Cordner,
Yeah.
and I think there's one more.
There probably is. Did you say Brett Morris?
I said Brett Morris.
I don't know. There probably
Anyway,
is. Jake Friend?
I think I said Jake Friend. If they were fully healthy, they'd have a good chance. Like,
Yeah,
they're still
it's
winning
crazy.
games without all those players. So
They reinvent themselves every year, I reckon. There's just too many injuries for mine.
yeah,
But they're playing really good footy. Jordan, Para versus Penrith grand final. I'd love to see it.
yeah, me too. Love to see it. Love to see Para finally win one in my time.
All right, Jacob. One thing you want to bring back from the game in the 80s? This is a good question.
I didn't really watch a lot of footy back in the 80s.
I would say the hairstyles, but it's like they've come back.
Yeah, like the
mullet,
mullets.
Yeah. It's a shit one, but the shoulder charge.
Yeah.
The shoulder charge, but you can tell why it's not in the game for mine. Nash Williams, if the Panthers were to lose to one team right now, who would it be? So which team, if they played them this weekend, would have the most realistic chance of beating them?
I think Storm.
The Storm.
Storm, yeah.
Just because the Storm know what it takes to beat a team like that.
Yeah.
Yep, the Storm. Luke Dufty. Thoughts on the Ryan Pappenhausen incident? I've got a send-off. I thought it was late, high, dumb send-off.
Yeah, me too. No good.
No good. And it wasn't good seeing him lay there. I felt terrible for him. That's the kind of stuff that we got to get out of the game. But putting like a little clip in the bin doesn't help that, does it?
Oh, what little clip in the bin?
Like if you
clip
someone high, little clip, getting put in the bin doesn't help that incident. What they got to do with this kind of stuff is just suspend the shit out of them. Like make the suspensions way harsher for that kind of tackle.
Yeah,
that'll get it out of the game.
That was a bad tackle.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Josh O'Connell. Can you see Jason Saab playing Origin? Not this year, but I can see it.
I think he's got like the right build, the right body type.
Yep.
He's still only young, so maybe just add a little bit of weight to that frame, and then he'd be a good Origin player.
Great Origin player. Great Origin winger. He's the perfect build for Origin too.
Yeah. I don't know how tough he'd be though.
I guess we'll find out.
You reckon he's got that metal? That metal in him?
Would you have said Daniel Tupou did before he played Origin though?
You know what? Probably not.
Yeah, so maybe it's the jersey that does it.
Yeah, maybe.
Reed's here. Reed's at the end. Reed, we didn't miss your question this week, mate. Do you see Pappy leaving the Storm in the future? No. You'd have to think they'd be locking up, but they've got a lot there. They've got Harry Grant that they've got to worry about.
Munster. Jerome Hughes.
And they've just re-signed Jerome Hughes as well.
I think he can stay there. Yeah.
I think it's this. He's re-signing now. I think his negotiations are happening now. So
I think he'll stay there. Yeah.
I do too. Kuparo, can the Tigers make a miracle push for the 8? It's hard when you win every second week.
Well, I mean, yeah. Like if we're talking like a miracle run, yeah, any team can make the top 8.
Well, there is that 8th spot open though, because the Knights are in heaps of trouble. The Warriors are inconsistent as well. The Tigers are inconsistent. The Raiders have been poor.
The Raiders on the fall, man.
Yeah, so realistically, if the Tigers can string wins together, they're going to be in the conversation.
Yeah,
but they've got to win back to back. They just need to find a way to win back to back, I think. And the last question of the day, Adumi, thoughts on the Dragons having 10 players out this round? Do you think they'll get the job done? Who they got? They got a hard game, I think.
Hold on.
They got heaps out. They've got Josh Maguire, Terrell Fuimaono, Matt Duffy's out. I think Lomax is still out.
They've got the Sharkies.
We got the Sharks. I got the Sharks.
I got the Sharks too.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll be winning.
No, I don't think they'll be winning. Although the Sharks, when they are expected to win, they've been terrible. So who knows? Thanks for tuning in, guys. That was a lot of questions to get through. We love all your questions. We do this every Wednesday, so if you ever have a question, I'll put it up on my story and you just get your questions in. We answer every single one. And we'll see you tomorrow with our tips. Let's go.